It was 326 BCE. The great Alexander of Macedon, conqueror of Persia, Egypt, and half of the known world, stood at the edge of the mysterious land called India. For 2 years, he had marched across deserts and mountains. When Alexander finally reached the plains of Punjab, the monsoon rains had already begun. But the news awaited him there of two rival Indian rulers beyond the great river of Hydaspes. One was Taxils, who welcomed Alexander as an ally. The other was Porus, the king of the land east of the river, unwilling to bow to any foreign power. For weeks, the two kings faced each other across the roaring river. By day, he paraded his army up and down the western bank. Porus followed his every move, shadowing him with elephants across the opposite shore. Slowly, Porus's vigilance faded, believing the invader would wait for the floods to subside. Then, on one stormy night, Alexander struck. Under cover of rain and thunder, he led a chosen force of 11,000 men. At a hidden bend where a wooded island split the current, boats were assembled and launched. Many soldiers thought they had reached the far shore, only to find they had landed on the island itself. Beyond it lay another, deeper channel. Alexander rushed his horse into the flood. He shouted, "Follow me!" By morning, they were standing on the eastern side of the Hydaspes. When scouts brought the news, Porus acted swiftly, and the war began. Alexander's cavalry smashed Porus's left, breaking the chariots. Porus rushed horsemen from his right to help, but Coeus then struck that right wing from behind. The trap worked. Porus sent his elephants. They charged like thunder. Macedonian horses panicked and men were tossed in air. Then came the light troops to trap the elephants, stabbing eyes and bellies. Porus stayed on his elephant, injured by spears despite his wounds. When the animal fell and he was surrounded, he stopped fighting. Alexander asked, "How do you wish to be treated?" "Like a king," Porus replied. Impressed, Alexander not only spared Porus but restored his kingdom to him. Together, they became allies. But the Hydaspes would be his last great battle. When he tried to march further east, his homesick soldiers refused. And so the man who had attempted to conquer the world turned back. Yet the story, preserved by his Greek chroniclers, ends too neatly. The one more reads their glowing accounts, the more questions arise. Was the battle truly the resounding triumph they describe, or partly a polished tale? All surviving versions come from Alexander's companions or later Greek historians, Arrian, Curtius, or Plutarch. None from India itself. Indian records of this event are faint, if they exist at all. No Sanskrit chronicles speak of a king named Porus, leading some to wonder if that name was merely a Greek rendering of Puru or Purushottama. Some say Bucephalus fell from exhaustion, others that he was wounded by an Indian spear. Arrian prizes Alexander's mercy, while Curtius hints the battle nearly ended in disaster. 2,000 years later, the Hydaspes still flows through Punjab as a silent witness for that battle.